At Core Church, we believe that everybody was created on purpose for a purpose. And one of our core practices is all about sacrificial serving. And it's when you live your life on purpose. I wanted you to hear from Amy Bruner. Thanks for sharing, first of all, Amy.
Absolutely.
And what I asked Amy to share because so often we are serving and we are living out our purpose without even really understanding or even realizing we're doing it because it becomes so naturally. So you are a teacher right here in Broken Arrow, or I should say have been. How many years did you teach?
In the classroom, 17 years. And then I stepped out into an instructional coach role working with teachers for the past, this is going to be my 9th year.
Ninth year?
I started when I was 10, yeah. Don't add that up. Don't add that up.
That's so good. But during the pandemic, I think we've thought a lot about how hard this is on children, how hard it is on parents. But one thing most people don't think about is how hard this has been on teachers. Mm-hmm. And God used you during the pandemic to step into a role I don't think you were really ready for.
Oh, I don't think any of us were ready for that role.
But God has used you in the lives of teachers. Talk about that.
As I said, my job is an instructional coach, so I work mainly giving professional development to teachers, supporting teachers. This year was just, I would say it was trauma for teachers again and again, from the beginning of the summer, wondering if we were coming to school or were we not coming to school, the transition to now we have to do some online learning when a lot of our teachers were not prepared for that.
Right.
Especially elementary, were not prepared for that. There was just a huge learning curve that teachers had to do initially. And then it was, now how do I teach with my students when they can't be next to each other, they can't have conversations,
right.
They couldn't do anything really the way they were used to doing and knowing what's best for kids.
Uh-huh.
So really having to deal with how do I teach and make an impact on my students in a way that I know I need to do when I can't.
Wow.
Online or even in person with masks on. And I had at the very beginning of the year a kinder teacher in tears telling me, what do I do if my kinder comes and they're crying the first day of school? Can I hug them? Because as teachers,
right.
That's our automatic is we love, especially I come from elementary world, we love on littles.
Yeah.
And she just was afraid, what do I do if if I hug? And I said, you're going to hug them.
Wow.
Like, they need that. So it was very traumatic from, there was just so many things that went on that I would just say it was trauma after trauma after trauma is the best I can describe that. Because when we're in trauma mode, our brains do not take in new information easily.
Right. Yeah.
And so it was just.
But I love how God put you there. Like he put you in this place, moved you out of teaching and put you in this role then where you could help teachers. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, there are students who, if not all students, struggling. And
Absolutely.
you stepped back into teaching in a way. You've been tutoring kids, even some of the kids here at Core Church.
I did. You had a service, I can't tell you, months ago about knowing your purpose. And at that time, I was thinking, okay, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? This is even during the pandemic, I believe. What's my purpose? And my brain really went another direction with some things going on outside of work with me. Mm-hmm. But it really, I think you're right. When all of this happened and people were reaching out saying, my child's struggling and I don't know what to do with them at home, or they, like any typical parent, they won't listen to me.
Right.
What do I do? I decided, you know what? It's been several years since I really worked with young kids. Let's try that. And I just found a passion again that I didn't remember that I had lost.
Right.
But I just found that passion again for working with young kids, mainly not just who are struggling, but even just their confidence. That for me is the biggest, is if they are unconfident with themselves at 6, 7, 8 years old, they got a long way of school left to go. So I have just really been, just finding my passion again for working with kids and helping kids.
I love that word. So the word I love that I want to hold on to there is passion, that God can help you find something you're passionate about. Because so often people think, discovering my purpose, God's going to have me do something I don't enjoy and I don't want to do. And you use this word passion, that God has something for you that he wants to use you, and you can be passionate and enjoy it.
And it came out of nowhere. Like I used to be, not used to be, but being in the classroom, I was very passionate about my teaching and students, and then transitioning out, very passionate about working with teachers. But I just had lost, I'd lost that passion for students and kids and a difference that I could make.
Right.
So not that I don't make a difference with teachers, but really when you make a difference in the lives of kids,
And we hear this all the time, but I want to say it. Yeah, teachers are the forgotten heroes. Thank you for serving our
Absolutely.
community and doing that, and thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for classroom teachers. They are just the most brilliant people. So thank you.